Hello, viewers. How are you today? Welcome to Living Life with Sohe. My wonderful subscribers, how have you all been doing? Thank you for coming back to watching my videos and supporting. I am very grateful. God will continue to bless all of you for me and continue to grant you your heart desires. How have you all been doing? You see what the world is just upside down with the news and all that, and I hope you are not let down by it. I hope you are not depressed by it. Just keep holding up on your feet and keep putting your head high up and doing what you have to do prayerfully, and everything will be all right. You'll be okay with your mental health. Today's topic that I want to just touch on briefly is polygamy and its effects. Polygamy and what goes on with polygamy. Polygamy is, as we all know, is a man marrying more than one wife, either 2, 3, 4. In those days, in our parents' days, polygamy was thriving at that time because they needed more hands in the farm to do work. So one man and one woman will not be able to do it. So, and that's what they marry more than one wife for. Not really love. And in those days, people betrothed their children to men that they think will be able to look after them. Maybe they are rich farmers and all that. So they say, oh, I give you this, my daughter, look after her. And in that, so, polygamy was just a norm that was accepted by everybody. But we know what goes after polygamy. It is not a good thing. It's not something that in this day modernization will any woman want to be into it. Even in the Bible, those days of Solomon that had more than one wife, we knew what happened. Was happening in their time. There was jealousy, there was wickedness in high places. Women undoing each other. It wasn't a pleasant thing. So it's not something a man at this age and time will come out and boast of polygamy. There's always jealousy. It's so dangerous. The man, going after so many women in the house might even kill himself. In terms of sickness, I don't mean suicidal. What strength do you have to be able to take care of how many wives in the house? With the troubles that go with the wives and the children. I need this, I need that, I need that. Everybody pulling you out different angles. And by the time you marry a second wife, there will not be any one of them that will be loyal to you. None of them will have you at heart to help you out as the man. Instead, they will be praised on you. They will want you to give them, give me. My child needs that, my child needs that. Even things that they themselves as the wives can even offer their children. They will not. Because they see that maybe you are favoring another wife more than them. So you are just on your own as a man. They will just come praying on you. No help. Polygamy, there's no help need. As God has designed it. It is only in monogamy that you have helpmate, because the wife have your interest at heart as a man, and both of you are working together for one goal. Your children, how you are going to take care of them, and your welfare, your well-being is the woman's responsibility. But in polygamy, everybody, the answer is Papa name. And you as a man, you are on your own. You are God for us all. If God help you. So polygamy is not something any man in this age and time, should be proud of. It's very dangerous. Either the women in the house, because of jealousy, they'll be killing their children. I'm going to tell you a story of someone that's very close to me in my family. Because his father our fathers, they married more than one wife. I came from a polygamous home, so I know what I'm talking about. I myself, I had to go live with an auntie because of the trouble in the home here and there. As a little child, I didn't like it. Fightings in the home. And then, of course, when my father would come, my father would side one wife more than the other. So I had to go live in another with an auntie. I grew up with an aunt, me, that I'm talking. I just digressed a bit. The so-called cousin of mine, because his daddy married about 3 wives. Then when he was now growing up too, he wanted to try polygamy. And here you are, you have nothing, you are backing up, you don't go to church, you don't do juju, or go after herbalists or whatever to protect yourself. Thank God you had a father that was still backing you up. This is my cousin went to go and marry 2 wives and put in the house. Come and see trouble. Igbo, ba, today, the man, when he's coming back from work, he's scared to enter his house. Children fighting children. And then what happened? One of the women, of course, with jealousy here and there, one of the wives went to go and do juju to kill the child of the other woman. By the time they now found out what happened, they found out that it was one of his wives that killed the child. When that one now found out that, oh, you killed my child, that one went out too and killed the child of the other woman. Scores 1-1. Is that the kind of life that you want to live? This my cousin ran when he found when they found out these things. He ran. He said he's not marrying any of them again. He took off and went to another country and told them, I've divorced you, settled them, that they should go. He doesn't want them. He doesn't want to marry them again, both of them. And then he now had to, maybe the country he went to, he now found a wife there. And he's taking care of his kids, back home, and was able to now, pull all his kids to where he was to take after them. There's an adage that they didn't say a child should grow big teeth, but he should have enough lip to cover it. That was his own. Because his friends or people told him, don't go that route. He didn't hear. And that is exactly what is happening now with trending now. Yuledochie and judyaustin, the Edochie family and Pete. You can see how messy it is. Had a good family. Yul had a beautiful family with his children and wife. And then he started using hand to pull trouble to himself through judyaustin, and in the process got trapped. And that one, according to them, na juju maker. She's juju herself. And now the whole thing, which led now to the death of the first son of Yul's first son and May's first son. What a pity. So polygamy is more than just what the eye sees. Some women go the extra length to make sure, do voodoo, do kayamata, that's what they call it now. The man to be looking at them and them only. The other wives, you shouldn't look at their wives, nor look at their children, no. By the time they either put on whatever kayamata they've gone to buy or put it in the man's food, or the man is hypnotized. And that's the beginning of trouble, because the other wives will not agree. Those ones will start looking for ways to get the man's attention. And in the process, hypertension will just kill the man. The man will be having high blood pressure. The man's heart is not settled. The man is not happy. So why all that? This life that we have is only one life. Why do we want to just have a tumult life like that? Instead of you to enjoy your wife of your youth with your children, and you grow together. And because I came from a polygamous home, I swore that I can never be in one, no matter what. So I thank God that God heard my prayer in that area. I can't. Where one woman or the other plans to kill the child of the other woman. It's a horrible thing. Evil prevails in a polygamous home. Forget about the pretense that they pretend outside when they go out with the man. They pretend to love each other. It's a lie. The heart of the man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? What do you wish for your neighbor or your neighbor's child or your husband's, your mate's child? What do you wish for him or her, especially if they are intelligent? And of course, the man is boasting of a particular child that is so intelligent. And then you think the other wives will be happy with your boasting with that particular child. They think the child that is being favored, and they will want to go out for him or her. So my dear people, both men and women, please stay off polygamy. Polygamy is not for the weak. You, the man, you have to be strong in Kaya matter for you to marry more than one wife. Because it's that Kaya matter they are going to go to. The juju, herbalist, call them, name them. Court, name it. God said we are fighting not against flesh and blood. We are fighting against principalities and powers, against rulers of darkness. That is who we are fighting against, not the human beings. You go and sleep. According to an adage in my place, you go and sleep and the grass becomes human beings at night, and you are sleeping. You are not a Christian. You are just in between. They will just catch you like a rat and destroy your life. Even in monogamy, you still have to be strong in your faith. Be a prayer warrior for your children and yourself, because of the evil people around. Not to talk of when you are in a polygamy, when you are in a home with other wives. When you are marrying them, they'll be pretending at that time, oh, hey, I'll be nice, I'll be a good wife, this, that, and I'm not going to do anything or whatever, and I'll be okay. Just marry me. They'll pretend. Let them come inside. They become the snake that you'll be looking for in the house to kill. Even in the Bible, there is a story of Abraham and Sarah. Sarah, they did not have children. Abraham didn't have children. He was over 100 years old. Sarah too was aged about 90. God visited them that he was going to make Abraham the father of all nations. Of course, we women as Oversabi, we prophecy to come to pass. We wanted to help God. So Sarah, the wife, now told Abraham that, oh, you can have my maid, you can sleep with my maid. Maybe that's what God is saying. And my maid will produce children, since I cannot produce children. And that was just her own heart. She didn't know that she was inviting trouble for herself. By the time Abraham slept with Hagar now bore a child called Ishmael. Immediately, Hagar had the baby boy. She wanted to now take the place of Sarah. She was now disrespecting Sarah. After all, I'm doing what you are doing. So why should I bow down to you? Why should I be your maid again? Why should I be doing what I used to do for you before as a maid? We are now mates. I've had a baby for your husband. And then that caused quarrel. That was even in God's day, that was even those days in the Bible. Caused quarrel, and then Abraham now cried to God. And then God told Abraham to send Hagar away with her son Ishmael, and that he will take care of them. By this time, Sarah was pregnant now to give birth to the prophecy which God has told them about. Give birth to Isaac. So you see, it's not today that polygamy has been trouble. Let us leave polygamy alone and be satisfied with our children, our wives, men. Leave polygamy alone. Be satisfied with your one wife. Make sure that you marry the wife that you love and that you have a friend to, so that your marriage will last. Not by the time you are now 16 years, when you should be like brother and sister. You are 16 years in marriage, 17, 18, 19 years in marriage. Then it's then now, you the man now, you now say, oh, you are now looking for a second wife. Or now you now say, oh, your wife is no more good enough for you again. It's no more as beautiful as she was when you met her. If you are looking after your wife will always be beautiful. Even after 40 years. You yourself, you are growing old yourself. You are not the handsome man that the woman knew when she married you 16 or 20 years ago. So instead of people to just come together and live together and work out your marriage and live happily ever after, enjoy your children. That is what it should be. Polygamy, leave polygamy alone, and it will be well with us in the mighty name of Jesus. Polygamy has a lot of evil consequences that follows it. It's not something that anybody should be planning to go into. Not at this period in time. We don't go to farms anymore, which was the main reason why it was happening in our father's days. And even then, you see the trouble that a lot of people from a polygamous home encountered. For them to be able to get out of the problem of polygamy, a lot of people they suffered it prayerfully, have to do deliverance, have to be taken away. No, it's too much. Let God, enough. A word is enough for the wise. Let God help us. Polygamy is nothing to write home about. It's nothing to be joyful about. So men, disregard and hate polygamy so that we will live long. In Jesus' name. Thank you for watching till the end. God bless you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. From Grandma 𝐄𝐎. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet done so. It is well with every one of us. God bless you. Support your grandma. It is well. Bye.